The provider catalog stores both the provider and clinic information to be used for scheduling, billing, reports, and other documents. The provider can be the doctor, a therapist, or even a room. Anyone or anything you want to be able to schedule in the appointment book should be entered as a provider. Additionally, you may need to enter a provider more than once if they treat patients from more than one office or to meet insurance requirements. Click on Tools, Catalogs, Providers to open the catalog. Here you will see the Save and New buttons. Next are the navigation tools. Use the left and right arrows to scroll back and forth through the providers. The right arrow with the vertical line moves to the last provider, and the left arrow with the vertical line moves to the first provider. There are 4 tabs. General is the main tab. Other, Treatment, Facility, and Provider Alias tabs are mainly used when there are exceptions to the General tab. To enter a new provider, click the New button. We will start with the General tab. As with all other catalogs, the catalog ID is a unique identifier. It can be up to 10 alphanumeric characters. Once an ID is saved, it cannot be deleted or changed. However, you may set it to inactive in the status field. Inactive providers are not used. Check the Visible in Appointment Book box if you will be scheduling patients for this provider. Next is the provider's name. This will be used when filing the CMS 1500 claim form, so enter their name with any credentials just as it needs to appear on the claim form. Optionally, if the provider uses a casual or nickname, enter the casual name field. The last name, first name, middle name, and suffix are for future use and is optional at this time. The supplier's billing name is typically the clinic name or the billing entity. Enter the address in the supplier's billing address field. If you have a suite number, enter it on the same line. Enter the city, state, zip, phone, fax, mobile phone, and email address in their respective fields as needed. Check the Process Individual Claims box if claims are to be processed for this treating provider, even if the patient has a different default provider assigned in their patient window. Check the Suppress Missing Notes report if this provider doesn't need to be included in the Missing Progress Notes report. Optionally, choose the discipline for this provider. If you are required to collect sales tax for products and/or procedures, enter the city and state tax rates. Tax will be automatically calculated for any product or procedure that is checked taxable in the procedure catalog. There is a sales tax report for sales tax collected. Next, the Provider Identifiers Qualifiers section. First, set the default tax ID type for the box 25 on the CMS 1500 form. Choose SSN if the provider is registered with their Social Security number, or EIN if registered with an employer identification number. This can be overwritten in the payer catalog for an individual payer. Enter the appropriate numbers in their respective fields. The current CMS 1500 requirements are for the NPI numbers and tax IDs. However, your state may require other identifiers. Click Save when finished. Now click the Other tab. This tab is primarily dedicated to the New York C4 workers' compensation forms, with the exception of the Pay Junction section. This is reserved for login credentials if your credit card service is integrated with EMR Datacenter. If you made any changes here, click Save. The Treatment Facility tab is used for the provider that treats patients at a facility other than the facility on the General tab. Check the box to say this provider treats patients from an alternate treatment facility, then fill in the facility name, address, city, state, and zip. Click Save. If a provider treats at a facility and has a different federal tax ID and/or name than stated on the General tab, Enter the information in the appropriate fields on the Provider Aliases tab. Click Save. If you need to make changes to an existing provider, use the navigation arrows or click on the provider ID you want to edit. Make the necessary changes, then click Save. This completes our video on the provider catalog. Be sure to view the other videos on our YouTube channel, and please subscribe and click the bell to turn on notifications to receive alerts when new videos are posted. Thanks for watching.